Split 2 of Americas has been far more enjoyable than Split 1, where we saw the storyline centered around the flaws of a crammed schedule, hurting the international players of top teams. Split 2 on the other hand has given us the return of fan favorites from their co-streaming side quests. Jawgemo cementing his title as Movement King, an early retirement of another champion, and shocking team standings. We'll go over all of this in today's video. Chapter 1, the Movement King will not be denied. In 2023, the majority gave the title of Best Race to Jing, but one man made sure to let the world know that there was a rightful challenger.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I see you have a sign here. Jing greater than, less than, Jawgemo. You're one of the best race players in the scene. Jing is as well. What does the sign mean? How do you rate him?
I mean, he got some crazy movement, but like, can I match his movement? Probably. So like, we'll see him in the next stage. So yeah, I can't wait.
Okay.
And he proved it in Champs 2023, where he outplayed Pacific's High Flyer, with more first kills and a Lotus Clinic that scholars of the future will surely study. While the debate of best race this year has a handful of names, Jawgemo stands out in a different category. Movement King. He already showed us how to get style points on Jet earlier in this year.
Placing these trips, not really too much towards the market, but let's hold that thought. Jawgemo's looking for a play. Stops the ult from QCK and looks for seconds. Hit now by the Paranoia. Up drafting away, Superman to save him. Right Paranoia. Rolling Thunder. Jawgemo trying to move in, a one and done pretty much. Manages to escape on time. Aftershock avoids it. Superman TV on the top. Null Command comes out. They can't cross through. Now on the top of the bricks, Superman is trying to close it down. Waiting for Steven to come back. The fadeaway kill as he drops and finally gets traded off.
And even his teammates notice that he can get the job done on agents like Deadlock and Sage that have no business being dominant.
Yeah, definitely a big mentality shift. Like when I first joined and I played with Jaw, like exactly what Potter said, he just runs it down, no fear. And I feel like I excel with someone like that on my team just because if I know he'll do that and he won't hesitate with any of my calls, that just gives me a lot of confidence in myself too. And I feel like the team thrives off that as well.
Most of our strats names are called on Jaw. It's on Jaw. It's on Jaw, boys. That's what we're doing.
All right. Well, then I have to talk to you about the Deadlock pick.
Deadlock is in the hands of Jaw. It's just another special agent. Firstly, Jaw is able to make any agent work and play it like a Raze, and we're able to like fill the gaps of missing the Space Maker in Raze because of Jaw's playstyle. So we're able to really be really clever, even though we're missing some of the pieces, and the trade-offs don't feel that detrimental in the rounds because you have a Jaw. So it's we've been able to have a lot of fun in our scrims, but it's just an incredible start for the squad this year.
Now he's making Neon on Sunset look like the go-to duelist pick. A 21-3 first kill first death ratio should not be ignored, especially against a team like Loud. His 10-3 ratio against Furia cements the fact that it was no fluke either. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to come to that realization that
you are watching a master at work.
No way to follow up onto this one. Loud in shambles in terms of how they want to play this one, and they can't get a Jawgemo, though, he's so fast with this one. He's sprinting right onto him with the spike drop down and the door in your face. They're just, locked out of position, locked away from any chance of winning the round. He's going to be covered there, Wolf, just to get him out of dodge. A Paranoia to supplement Jawgemo. He's hunting even further. This guy, man, he can't be stopped. Retaking. Hello. This is going to be broken there. Really fighting over this one, Jawgemo. He's not willing to let them get even a foothold in. Double dash going to be used here with a sliding glide, man. This guy. You know EG going to be putting in the time into a map like this here, and already you're seeing it, man. Fully accurate. Glides forward, does not give a damn about the trips. So good. His aim is so clean. Backside. Chog's already there. He's rapid, and he's just playing with the man. Look at him. He could leave, he could go back in, and a pure reflection of what we saw on Lotus. And he wants more. Look at this guy. The whole team capitalizing.
Chapter 2, Co-Streamers versus a winning content org. The NRG and Sentinels matchup is seeming to be an exciting one each time these teams face off, giving us close maps and memorable moments like their kickoff game, which we saw earlier in the season.
First trip cleared, the dog went all the way around the pillar! Tense does it again! Intense on OT! But can they counter? No! Tense with 4! Second gets the last!
Pop
popping off on all cylinders.
What? Mark has something to say about that. What? Oh my gosh! Does he go for more?
It was going to be in Sentinel's hands, but
Mark has something other to say about it. 4 headshots.
He's done it on his own. We're just playing a mini game right now.
It's such an interesting... Oh, no way.
He got out. He got out. He's back in. You know how many bullets in the secondary?
Dude, he's having to reload all of his weapons. He's reloading all of his weapons. He's a maniac.
Holy
He's a fucking maniac. They've just given him another smoke. They're gonna win it.
John is... Dude, they're gonna win it.
It's gonna be a 2v5. Can Demon 1 pull this?
Can he pull it off? Holy man. What? I cannot believe that Tim's pushed the smoke.
That's crazy. That is just simply maniac level plays.
Overall, both meetups this year had a round differential of 7, despite one going 3 maps and the most recent one only having 2. And coming into this match, you best believe VCT's #1 instigator was gonna fan these flames.
Alright, John. Who is the most overrated player in VCT Americas?
Most overrated player, Zelsis.
Can you elaborate?
Hey, he's a mid.
Live merchant.
Jordan's mid. He's there to be a cheerleader and got lucky.
I guess you can say Zelsis took that personally and gave Sentinels multiple clutch moments.
You can really slow this one down if you so wish. 6 bullets left in the chamber. What can you do with it? Ethan sticking, twisting, turning. Not enough bullets. No way!
While Lotus on the other hand had a gumbo of interesting agents mixed with the likes of Deadlock, Neon, Clove, and Gecko, all being played. Safe to say we're not in 2023 or 2022 VCT anymore. Psalm's insane 142 average damage per round led the way for NRG on this map, but it was not enough to overcome the boys in reds, raise and fade 1-2 punch. Sunset was Sentinel's pick and one of their better maps too. I guess NRG and Sen's map pool are quite similar since this game also went into overtime. Victor's offensive stat of 225 ADR and 350 ACS definitely made it seem putting him on Duelist was the right move, especially since their A hit was giving Sen City problems. It was just unfortunate that NRG were going against Masters Madrid winners who had no plans on missing out on Champs 2024. Victor balling out on this map is nice, but it's clear that if NRG doesn't want to get left behind in this stacked region, they need more firepower. Psalm can get it done, but relying on him during his time off isn't fair, and more would be needed anyways. Only if they had access to somebody who is known to be a head clicker and willing to play other roles at a championship level. Regardless, NRG definitely looks solid in their attack plans now that FNS is helping with the calling. This shouldn't be a surprise since he pretty much played with the same team last year, and has been watching the meta as a co-streamer. But still, with that much brainpower on this team, surely they can make it such a player like Demon 1 work if they want to make it to champs and cause some noise in the process too. Chapter 3, a masterclass in how a content org can clip farm losses. Furia actually did the funniest thing ever and sent Pork Chops into retirement. I guess we need 100 Thieves to learn from Sentinels on how to make solid content and still win games. And honestly, it wasn't the fact that 100 Thieves were playing bad either. Furia just played well with their highly aggressive comp and gave 100 Thieves issues. And by the way, I just like making the pig references because it's fun. I can see why he does it so often now.
He has been so good.
Yo, which one is it? Which one? Who is that?
Oh, no doubt. Everybody watched this match and just said, oh boy, okay, can we please not play them? Can somebody...
I just started calling everyone that I play against pigs. So then we got a pig plushie for me to bring on stage and to point at to show them that I'm calling them a pig.
Oh, so they know what you're trying to say.
Yes,
exactly. Okay.
Regardless, I guess we can always count on Brazilian teams to put 100 Thieves season in jeopardy.
Everything on the line for it. Chosen. You gotta stick it. Chosen spraying. Spray tonight. No way. Off of it all. He's the hero in this scenario. And 100 Thieves have been denied.
Chapter 4, G2 gets the job done. This team was able to avoid the post-tournament slump that has affected the likes of Sentinels, Gen G, and even Loud during the previous tournament. They took down a very well-oiled C9 team known for their regular season dominance. Their duelist Icy did have a bit of a slump, or maybe he just shows up when it matters the most. Playoff Icy does have a nice ring to it. Chapter 5, Tier 2 can't do the impossible. Due to visa issues, MIBR needed to recruit some help in the form of Shazam and Paint, 2 NA talents that, as far as I know, don't speak a lick of Portuguese. They failed short against Leviathan, but to be fair, it's ass pass. Going against multiple tournament winners, little prep time, and having a language barrier is a recipe for disaster. Surprisingly, there wasn't a 13-0 here. Overall, these are the current standings for the Americas. It's a crazy thing to see that all 3 Brazilian teams could miss out on playoffs. As well as the fact that 100 Thieves and NRG are fighting for their lives just to get into it. Both teams don't have the world's easiest schedule either. While 100 Thieves does benefit from having more champions points, that might not be enough to save their season if they miss playoffs. Americas is truly the most competitive region, especially since other leagues have basically guaranteed who will move on and who will not. To be fair, they did start earlier. Let me know down below who you have moving on, and what has been your favorite moment so far.